Hey guys, it's Lily. So today I'm going to be filming a video about suicide. I'm not going to try to cover it up or sugarcoat it. I'm just going to get straight to the point. Recently, there apparently has been some suicide attempts and people actually committing suicide. Now, some people are blaming it on games that people are playing, and some, it's just a thing that's happening. This video is directed towards the people that are feeling like they just aren't good enough, like they just can't go on with life, like there's no reason for you to be living anymore. I understand. It would be one thing if I made this video and I didn't understand, but it's another thing that I actually do understand and I know where you're coming from. So, I actually wrote down this video a couple weeks ago, and I wrote it down in class because a teacher told us about the suicides that have been happening, but I just want to share my opinion and my thoughts with you guys. So, the first thing I put down is I understand what is going through your mind. I don't know what it is that you want to kill yourself over. Honestly, it could be nothing. You just feel so sad and feel so lost and feel so lonely. And obviously I know that I'm not with you. I can't magically appear in your room and help you, but I want to help you any way that I can, whether it's you emailing me or direct messaging me. I've gotten a few emails and direct messages, and it's just been great to talk to people about their problems. Basically, when I was depressed, when I was sad, I just felt like no one cared. And the truth is, someone does care. No matter where you are in your life, I'm sure there's at least one person that cares. And if there's not, I care. I care about you because I believe that every person is put onto this earth for a reason and for a purpose. That's why we should all embrace our lives and always think positively. But that's not always the case because this world is so evil. So I felt like I had no purpose. I felt like I had no one to talk to. And I just felt like I had nothing to live for. I felt like when I was in that deep depression, I just felt like there was nothing else I could do. There's nothing in this world that I could live for. There's nothing that I could look forward to. When you're in that depression, you just feel like you're always going to be in this place and you're always going to feel sad. But it's not true because you can always change, but it's really, really, really hard. So if you're feeling like no one understands, no one cares about you, you don't have a purpose, that's not true. And you're wrong. You're wrong because I care about you and I understand. Even if I'm not in the same exact position that you are right now, you watching this video, I care. You are on this earth for a purpose. You were put on this earth for a purpose. You have a specific job in this world to do, but you can't do it without being here. If you were to kill yourself over something in your life right now because you're a teenager, think about your future. Think about if you want kids. Think about your goal in life, what you want to do, what your passion is. There is something that you love to do. Think about it. You can't fulfill your goal if you're not here on earth. I personally, when I have kids, I want to get married. I've always dreamed about getting married and having kids and being in love and being a cosmetologist and doing hair and doing makeup and being a YouTuber. And I never thought of this when I was depressed, but imagine never ever being able to do those things. Or going on vacation. Where have you always dreamed of going on vacation? If you die, if you kill yourself, you can never do that. You can never go on that vacation you've always dreamed about, and you'll never be able to see that place. People take suicide, they don't realize how big of a deal it is. Because when people talk about it, you're still on this earth, but once you actually do it, you cannot come back. You're gone. You cannot revive yourself. So the thing you've wanted to do or you want to do when you're older, you can't do that because you're gone. I know drugs and alcohol have been a really, really big topic over the past couple years, especially this year, at least for me, since I'm a teenager and I'm just now entering that huge deal of drugs and alcohol. And I understand that it's cool and that you can go to a place where your mind is free and you don't feel anything, which is good for that time. But think about this. Imagine if you get high all the time and then it just stops working, and then you keep going and going, and you don't know you're killing yourself, and you just want to be on that high, but then you end up killing yourself and you can't come back. And when you killed yourself, you weren't yourself. So you couldn't go back and think about what you were doing because you weren't yourself when you were on those drugs. And especially if you're at a really low place and you're getting high and drunk all the time and you're under the influence of that stuff, you could end up doing really bad things. You could end up killing yourself and you didn't even know. Because there's these games that people are playing apparently, and it's like, you're gonna miss me when I'm gone. I've never heard of it, but apparently these kids are playing a game where they're hurting themselves like little by little, and then to a point someone has to die. So especially if you're playing that game and under the influence of drugs and alcohol, it's over. Making this video is really hard because I know exactly what's going through your mind, and I don't know how to express how to not be sad because there's really no solution. And it's really hard because when I was depressed, everything anyone would say to me just went in one ear and came out another. And what I'm trying to do in this video is I'm trying to tell you that it's not always going to be like this. It's really not. Recently I've gotten some emails about people that are really depressed and sad, and I'm really trying to help them. But honestly, the only answer I can give personally is God. But it's really, really hard to explain that because most people don't understand God. And I'm not going to go into detail about that in this video because this is about saving lives and not trying to make people angry with me, because I know religion is a very controversial subject. The only thing I can say is that your life matters. Some people like to make the excuse that they weren't supposed to be born. Their mom got pregnant with them on accident and they were an accident. But it's not an accident that you're on this earth. If you were an accident, then you would not be here because you probably would have died or been killed. It's true, but you're here because there's people in this world that are going to change your life, and there's people in this world that need you. You were brought into this world because there is at least one person in this world that is for you, whether it's going to be your husband or your wife or your best friend. There's someone there. I really don't know what else to say because I know that I can't make people change, but I just want to put some positivity into your life and into your minds, and just know you are here for a purpose. And there's this quote that I saw when I was really depressed, and it was a life changer, and it says, if you're still sad, that means that it's not over, because the purpose of life isn't to be sad and isn't to be down all the time, even though it feels like that because the world is so hard and so rude and so disgusting. But there are good things in this world. There are amazing things that come out of this world, and there's amazing people. You have to pick and choose. I hope that this video helped at least a little bit, and I hope that you'll just take one thing out of it that I said. If you're sick and tired of being depressed, because I remember when I was at my lowest point and I just said, I don't want this anymore. I don't want to be depressed, and that's when I wanted to kill myself because I didn't want to do it anymore. When you do that, I want you to put down your electronics and to get yourself away from people that are hurting you or that are making you sad, or just anyone, because when you're in that mood, you just are mad at everyone. And just think about what you love. Think about the things you can do when you're older, and how you're not going to be controlled by anyone, or how you're not going to be torn apart by someone. And especially if you're going through a heartbreak from either a someone dying or a breakup or something, it's like that person's gone, but there's another thing. There's another thing waiting. There is another journey. So when something ends, there's always going to be something starting, but you just got to be open to it. You got to know that there's going to be something even greater than what had been before. And just know that the person that's gone, they're safe. They're safe wherever they are. And they're out of their pain of this world. But they don't get to come back. But you can change this world even if they're not here. And you can take your pain and make it into something. You could take it and you can help others. I love you guys a lot, and just know that there is a reason why you're here, and there's a reason why you're not dead. And there's a reason why that one time that you tried to kill yourself and you didn't, there's a reason why you didn't. Email me, direct message me, you can Snapchat me. I'll always be here. Please stay safe. And just know that you're here for a purpose and that you are loved. Bye, guys.